Builder Bob here, actually Jerome Jackson. Pam's on the other side of the camera with her mask on, ready to go. Just wanted to show you the progress, and a lot of folks have asked or have been watching or seeing the pictures that I've been posting, and they get confused. They think this is the finished product. No, this is what we're taking off. This is the raw wood that we've already done. We ground it down with an angle grinder, which I've been doing the outside of the house. We're on the inside right now. So I'm just grinding all this stuff off. So we've gotten up to almost the top. I got a little small log at the top on the inside. I got to get we got to figure out how to get that. But next, I'm going to show you, and we're going to just demonstrate real quick because it's going to kick up a lot of sawdust. I'm going to show you what this is doing. I'm using a regular angle grinder with a backer pad that I bought at the hardware store to put the disc on. Now, we started out with 36 grit discs, and they were doing really good. I can get maybe 2 or 3 logs ground down with one disc before it gets all clogged up with the old stain and the other crud that's on here. Then we found some 24 grit paper or discs down here at Hendrix in Ozark. And then I found out that they also make a 16 grit, which I'm going to try to look for, but that should just strip it right off. But this one has already done a couple of logs. It's already getting down to its last leg. So I'm going to demonstrate what we're doing here so that you'll all see what's going on at the Jackson house. Oh, you can show Bandit too. Bandit is supervising. He sneaks in. This is some of the tarp that we have up, the plastic. We have this sealed off on this side. We've moved it around as we've gone around the house. And Pam can go around to the back here. And I tell you what, here, I'll take it. Pam, you show him the corner over there. All right. This is Pam. This is what she's wearing to keep all the sawdust off of her. She's in full uniform. Behind her is what we've already done on that wall. This is a partial wall which runs down to the window and on the other side of that tarp, and then the back wall that we've already done all the way up this side. And if you'll see here, this is I haven't got to that part yet, so this is the next one coming. So what I'm doing is I'm gradually going from here, and what I'm going to do here is these last 4, 1, 2, 3, that's 5 actually on the bottom, and get it up to at least the window and start across on the bottom here. So as you'll see, there's a lot. And also we have this log house was wired after they put the logs in. Most houses, the newer houses, they run the wiring in the log. They run a trench in the log somehow. I've seen videos on it. And then they set the boxes up. What they would do is they would say if they were going to put it on this log here, they would cut into with a grinder and just cut a slot out. But they put it in the middle of the log, and they'd angle it in on both sides, top and bottom, and it looks nice, and the thing fits in there and kind of flush. But what they've done on this house is they put them in between the logs, and you got 2 logs that are chipped out, and it just doesn't look good. But they're not there. They're mounted on, let me see if this is, they're mounted on a board that they run across there, and they put the plugs in there like that. Now we're trying to figure out another way, and I haven't quite found a good idea. See, on this one it's going to be on the very bottom. So with the way the logs are laying crisscross there, lapped over, they had to do it between those 2 logs and then on the bottom on this one. So it's all the way wherever the electrical outlets are. So we're trying to figure out a better way to run our electric without having to put those boards up, and we would replace those anyway if we have to, if we didn't find another way. But anyway, Pam, are you ready to see the demonstration? Here, Pam says what she does after I do the logs. She will go while I'm at work most of the time. She will come back in with a little a mouse sander and go over the logs because there's some because this grinder really bites in. And there's some spots that she'll go over to smooth out, or if there's some spots that need to be run over with the mouse, and that does a good job. And then this house here, instead of the chinking that you normally see, the beige or white chinking that most homeowners put on their log houses. This one was done with liquid nails. And while I'm in here grinding up into the edges here, trying to get as close as I can so she doesn't have to get that mouse in there and try to get it out, which is kind of difficult. I get that grinder right up in there, but it chips, or it eats into this liquid nails. Where did I see that one spot? I had a spot up here where when I get into it, really, if I get into it too close, it'll start shredding that liquid nail out here on the log, and it'll clog up my my grinder. And so we're trying to prevent that. I've got a couple of more pads left, and I think these are the 24 grit pads. They are very abrasive, and then whenever we find those 16s, then I will get that. But anyway, we're going to demonstrate the process that we're doing, and I saw this on Facebook. All right, we are ready to roll, and Pam's got her, she's going to crank up the vacuum cleaner so she can suck up some of the dust in the air, keep that down as much as possible. And here's the process that we do. We take our angle grinder, my DeWalt angle grinder, and I've already started on this one. I'm going to start a little bit on this one so it shows you what happens with a 24 grit grinding disc on this. And you're ready?
Power up.
All right, Pam's powering up. I'm powering up. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much how we're doing this. I take a little more time when I'm just showing you how you do this, stripping wood aggressively with an angle grinder. And I know a lot of you are saying you don't have your guard on here and you're not using the little handle. It's just a little harder to use that way, and of course I have cut myself 3 times, nearly cut 2 fingers off, sliced my shin, and trying to get it to heal up now. But other than that, this is the best method of, if you've got a log home or if you've got any wood with stain on it, using the angle grinder, 36 grit, 24 grit, or even the 16 grit, depending on how aggressive you need to get on it. That's the process that we do to get these logs done. And we are dealing with some dark spots, a lot of dark spots in our logs. Not really sure exactly what it is, haven't gotten a good answer on it, because some of the stuff we're stripping off, like here where the stain is, it's dark in a lot of areas. We're thinking there might have been some mold issues or whatever it was, but I'm grinding it down as far down as I can get it without going all the way to the other side. And you don't want to, as Pam says, don't want toothpicks for your log house. Anyway, that's how it's done here at the Jackson house. Grinding logs and prepping it to put new lighter stain, which is the whole purpose of all of this, is to lighten it up in here because it's so dark. And then we're getting ready to put some new flooring down. So anyway, I hope this helps anybody that is doing logs at their house or any kind of stripping of stain. All right, that's it. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Time from the Jackson remodeling project show.
On our next episode, flooring. Yay! Or staining.
Staining
and chinking.
Chinking, yeah.
Thank you for watching. I hope this gives you some ideas and help.